The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Hey guys, Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Trained by Ryu Hayabusa. This is part 2, so that said, let's get into this, guys, shall we? After now training for the next couple of months with Ryu and everyone else in the Dragon Clan, he begins actually getting a lot more stronger, both physically as well. He even learned how to use great swords. However, he's only able to use two hands though. He can't one-hand it just like Ryu can. So yeah, that's the only crutch he can have. So he barely uses great swords, only if it's in case of emergency. But he's gotten a lot more better using bows. Even gotten Ryu's most traditional bow being the fiend bind bow. A transforming bow that can be compact and strong enough to even kill the strongest of foes, and even switch between explosive arrows and grappling line arrows as well. So he's a lot more versatile. Even was given smoke bombs as well, to do only if retreats or need to blind his enemies to get an upper hand on them. Izuku was even learned at least two more Ninpo techniques, being Art of the Inferno, being just a regular old fireball, and Art of the Piercing Void, basically a giant black hole ball that can destroy anything in its way. So yeah, he's gotten a lot more stronger and a lot more powerful now. As Izuku, during his time with training with his master, he begins asking, "Master, why do you? I can tell that you have battled against strong opponents and also saved the world on multiple occasions with your allies. Can you tell me why does the world not know of you completely?" As he says, "Only some people know of me, such as the Self-Defense Force director and many of the higher-ups in Japan, and also those of the CIA as well. So many people do know me, only those who are higher-ups. However, I am more of a ghost than a hero, and plus I don't see myself as a hero." Izuku begins thinking, "But you saved the world on multiple occasions. How can you not see yourself as a hero?" As Ryu tells him, "I've killed dozens, nay, hundreds and thousands of people. Those who worship fiends, yes, but then there are just regular soldiers and regular people who are misguided and led astray. Those are the innocents I've killed. Because of that, it's that very reason I was almost close to dying because of those sins. Because I was always easy to kill those in front of me without any hesitation whatsoever." While Izuku hears this, he begins thinking, if that's the case, I guess there are some heroes that are just misguided and can't understand the reasons. I see why you can't see yourself as a hero, but to me, you are my hero. You're the person that gave me a chance to fight, a chance to be your legacy. I promise I won't let you down, no matter what, Master. This I swear." Ryu hears this and thinks to himself, "Thank you, Izuku. I appreciate it." After that heartfelt moment, Izuku and Ryu, alongside other members of the Dragon Clan, began training Izuku a lot more. His stealth skills got more better, and he finally able to learn how to run on water just like every other ninja in Ninja Gaiden can. So yeah, he's almost truly a full-fledged ninja. But 10 months have passed, and Izuku is ready for the entrance exam at UA. As he seems like he's ready. He's truly ready. Until he gets a notification about his latest exploits as the Blue Ninja once more. Because of what happened last night. He ran into Kamui Woods while dispatching multiple fiends. Kamui Woods said, "Stop, and then you are under arrest for illegal action of hero business and for murder." As Izuku didn't say anything and just used one of his smoke bombs to escape. While doing this, he was able to use his new art of the Inferno to blast a hole through the ceiling to escape and use the falling debris to escape outside. Soon after, an interview with Kamui Woods shown that this vigilante is quite slippery and even quite a threat to have such a powerful quirk to escape. Thinking that he must be taken care of as soon as possible. As Izuku just doesn't bother with it and heads into UA for the entrance exam. But however, he dodges because Bakugo tried to, bump into him and says, "How the hell did you?" Izuku just didn't bother and just moves on and just moves forward. As he says, "What the hell happened to him? He's even more annoying than before and more irritating," growling at Izuku. And there, President Mike does the usual thing, basically explain everything in the entrance exam, as he shows him everything on the monitor, showing each robot from being all 4 robots being 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points in the 0 point as well. Soon after going this down, Ida raises his hand just like he did in canon and asks about the 0 point robot, and begins complaining, thinking that this is an error, that such a perceived school would make such a careless mistake. As President Mike just explains, it's more of just an obstacle, saying if you see it, just run away. Don't bother destroying it since you won't get any points from it at all. Soon after, Izuku thinking that's not the case. There's another reason why that robot there than just being an obstacle. However, he says this in his mind, with Bakugo staring at his car, thinking that they're in different areas. As Izuku does the same, but without Bakugo noticing, because he doesn't say anything at all. However, Izuku soon is prepared, as they take the written exam, and Izuku does pretty well actually, since he has been getting lessons and tutoring from not just Ryu, but also from Momoji as well. Because during his training, he was also working on the written exam as well. Soon after, they make it to the gate and to Field A, where Izuku is not surprised to see this many people. He soon sees a few people from Class 1A, being Tokoyami, Aoyama, and many other students as well, even Ida and Ochiko. But mostly to check his surroundings. He doesn't want to think that there are any fiends taking the entrance exam just so they can devour any of the students. As he feels this, he notices that none of them are fiends, and lets his guard down for a bit. After that, President Mike says, "We're not going to give you any countdowns. Once those gates open, rush out there as soon as possible." Soon after, Izuku hears this and basically takes the opportunity to do this. And once the gates open, he rushes right through. He was almost as fast as Ida was, a lot faster than Izuku. However, Izuku is still able to keep up with him. Seeing the first robot, Izuku uses his art of storage and brings out one of his katanas, and was able to cut the robot in half with just one clear slice. As Ida says, "Wait, he has a weapon? That shouldn't be." As Izuku doesn't really as Izuku rushes to another robot and destroys it, and cuts down more and more robots easily with his sword. Soon after, he even sees multiple. He destroys basically over 20 robots, 10 of them being 3-point robots, 5 of them being 2-point robots, and the other 5 being 1-point robots, which he's doing pretty damn well at, and taking down more and more by switching his weapons out, even switching to his chain sickle and even got his new nunchucks from Ryu as well, being his scythe chucks, which he's gotten a lot more better with, which he actually struggled from time to time wielding nunchucks with blades on them, and is getting pretty much a lot of points, as the teachers are surprised to see somebody just able to bring out weapons just like that. Even Aizawa is getting impressed by Izuku's abilities and skills. Soon after, the 0-point robot soon shows itself, as everybody begins running away, and Izuku begins seeing that none of the other robots are here as well, thinking that this is a chance to get more points while people are running. And he does just that. He begins using one of his Nimpo, being Art of the Windblade, and scatters all the bladed wind across everywhere, destroying multiple robots, being 3 3-point robots, 2 2-point robots, and at least 5 1-point robots, getting more and more points before realizing that Ochako is under rubble once more. Izuku was thinking about running and just helping out the girl and getting her up, as he was able to lift up the debris that was on Ochako easily without even trying, and she's surprised to see how strong he is, and was able to carry her to safety to an alley where the 0-point robot wouldn't see her or step on her. As he says, "Wait until the exam's over. You have to rest up now." And she says, "Wait, but what are you?" Soon after, the 0-point robot shows itself, as Izuku tried using Art of Izanami to shock hopefully disarm, to fry the robot's circuitry from the inside. However, it barely did anything, and is still coming down on him. He was able to move at a time before realizing that not even his strongest Nimpo can destroy this thing, believing that he still has a long way to go. But after having some self-doubt in himself, he began realizing that his master, that Ryu Hayabusa, has taken on opponents stronger than this, way more stronger, and that he is his student, his disciple. He can't just give up so easily to something this trivial. Soon after, he feels his energy flowing within him, his ki manifesting throughout his entire body, as he realizes that he has to become stronger, and believes that he was going to use Izanami once more, but it wasn't. He used Art of the Radiant Wind, which is also known as the Torn Sky Blast, an art made from pure energy from the caster, and soon shoots it right at the 0-point robot, without realizing that it wasn't his Izanami attack. Soon after, the Torn Sky Blast destroys the entire 0-point robot in one shot, as it explodes all around them. Soon after, Izuku was able to dodge the debris easily with his quick reflexes and speed. Soon after, everyone else sees this and begins thinking, "That kid, he had the most points out of everyone here. He has to." Not only that, he destroyed that thing without even trying. I saw that he was using multiple weapons. Does this guy have multiple quirks or something? Izuku hears all this chatter but doesn't really care, realizing that the exam is most likely over by now, saying that there's no more time left, and decides to just head back to the entrance of the gate. As Ida even sees this and realizes, who is this young man? He's quite mysterious in some way. As Izuku was able to head back home and realized that he is exhausted as hell. He used multiple arts and ninpo techniques without any rest whatsoever, and not only that, he still hasn't fully gotten used to his body type yet, realizing that he still has a long way to go before he's a lot stronger, and decides to his mom is worried about him. She's happy that he's gotten a lot stronger, but she's also worried that he's pushing himself too far, especially with all these night trainings that he does, which she has no idea that he's going on fiend hunts during the night. As he says that it just took me a while to get used to the UA entrance exam, thinking that I might have gone a little overboard with myself, but I'll be fine. I just need a rest, Mom. I promise. After hearing this, she says okay, but is still worried for her son. Soon after, he goes back into his room and begins using Art of Divine Life, which does heal up his body pretty well, which healed the aches and pain throughout his entire body, which he feels a lot more better now, thinking that this is a good time to go on patrol, before realizing that he got a letter from UA. There, he begins wanting to open it, thinking that, of course, he got into the school. He worked his butt off to get this far. He's not going to let it go so easily. And soon after, he sees All Might as it shows a hologram of him. As he says, Izuku Midoriya, during the entrance exam, we all saw your abilities and skills during the exam. You had great reflexes, skill, technique, and ability. We also saw your quirk. However, it said down below you didn't put anything for your quirk. We were surprised and shocked about this, as Izuku believed that he wanted to stay quirkless and didn't want to say anything. Maybe he should change that before heading to UA in his new form, but decided not. However, All Might soon kept going, saying that you had the highest score. You got first place in the entrance exam. Even broke my record during the entrance exam throughout all of UA history. So, I have to say, welcome, young man, to your My Hero Academia. As the hologram ended, and Izuku just stood there without making a sound whatsoever. However, on his face was just a single tear. A tear which shone his joy, his happiness, that he can become a true hero now. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment down below what you guys think. Also, I was thinking about putting dead or alive characters in My Hero Academia already. I was already planning on them being like tutors for Izuku, being Kasumi, Hayato, and Ayame, and maybe even Rachel. However, do you guys want some dead or alive characters, mostly the young high school characters in UA? Tell me what you guys think. At any rate, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later.